Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to another edition of Pro Tips Betting. This is the weekend podcast live, Sunday, 3rd of March. As usual, we're gonna quickly go through the bet slip of yesterday. We had here on the safe bet Barcelona versus Real Madrid. We picked a Barcelona or a draw, paying out 148. Barcelona won the game 1-0. We also had the Millwall versus Norwich. We picked here Norwich or a draw for 129. Quickly gonna check that one, but I do believe Norwich won 1 or 2-0. Norwich 3-1 actually. 3-1 Norwich. Third game, Manchester City versus Bournemouth, paying 123. City won 1-0. And AC Milan versus Sassuolo. AC Milan won 1-0. So the safe bet slip of yesterday was a win, paying out 366. Quickly go through the high output bet slip as well. Where we picked again a Barcelona or draw. Win here. Milan win. We missed on the handicap bet on Manchester City. We lost on this one. We picked a Norwich win for 210 in odds, and that was a win. Also picked Frankfurt Hoffenheim. I believe this was 3-2 or 2-1 something to Frankfurt. Lost on that one. Quickly check. Frank 3-2 Frankfurt, yes. Also Tottenham Arsenal, we picked a draw. We got that one. And West Ham Newcastle, we picked a draw, and West Ham won here 2-0. So we lost on the West Ham game, and we lost on the Hoffenheim game, close one though. And sadly also on Manchester City with the handicap bet. Alright, over to today, Sunday. We got 3 games in the Premier League. Gonna bring all of them with us and do a closer look on them. French League, can also quickly go through all the matches here. Germany, 2 games. Italy, might not be the best games right here, but we'll select the whole series anyway. Netherlands, anything we want here. Typical thing here again, the favorites are such big favorites that I probably just won't even bother to look into them. As you can see like Sittard here, it's a worse team than Alkmaar, of course, but yeah, again, the odds. Emmen here as well. Like this one, you can see the Feyenoord has 3 losses and Emmen has 3 losses. Feyenoord won 4-1 last game, 2-1 before that. Standings are of course bottom versus the top. But still, I don't believe Feyenoord gonna win this 4-0, so yeah, not gonna pick Netherlands today. Bring with us Spain La Ligue. Might there be something in Argentina maybe? Maybe we can look at racing here. Sorry, just a quick sip of my coffee, as it is early in the morning still. Racing Club 2 wins. 4 losses, 3 away team. Played pretty even. This might as well be a draw in my eyes. Club, of course, leading the table. Don't want to give that one away. This one should be a home win, but it could also easily be a draw. So not gonna invest any more time in that one. There's still plenty of matches to be picked from or to pick from today. So what else? What else? Seal. Chile. Not mistaken, I believe Everton in Chile is actually pretty decent at the moment. 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. Played a draw last time in the cup. Lost the game before that. They just started as well. Skipping that one. What else we got today? We got also Denmark again. Same thing here as in Netherlands, where you have Copenhagen being the big favorites on 118 and Vejle on 15 in odds. Standings though, top versus bottom. Copenhagen last time 3-1 and 4-0. Here again, of course, Copenhagen should win this 3-0 or something like that, but I just don't know, man. Can actually, let's bring this one because this should be pretty secure. If we're missing out on like a couple of odds or something. What else? League 2, is this something? Nope. Germany, Köln. Maybe we can look into Köln. This could easily be a draw game for me, at least. Köln, big favorites though. It's top versus bottom. Last game, Köln won 2-1. Shit, I don't know about this one, man. This could easily be a surprising draw game, really. Too risky. Greece, Panathinaikos versus PAOK, of course. PAOK 2-0, PAOK 3-0, 4-0. Leading with 58, 7 points lead. Don't know, man. Maybe this is actually paying out. Yeah, we'll take the Panathinaikos PAOK game with us. I don't think there's much more, really. Italy B series, Spezia maybe. Hold on, let's check this one. Pescara won the 2 last games. Yeah, I don't like this one. Too much of an open game. Let's check out Verona as well, as they are favorites on 185. They draw, 3 draws, so my stomach tells me this ain't gonna be no draw. because of that. It's still an open game, really open game. 3 losses though in Venezia. Yeah. Not gonna do that one either. Ah, so maybe there aren't such or so many games today. Portugal. Rio Aberman. Why couldn't I open this one? Okay. Give that soccer 24. And thanks for keeping my games at least. Portugal. Rio. Oh, they played draw last time. 1-0 to Rio. Game before that. For some reason Rio is big underdogs here. I believe this is gonna be a draw game, man. Absolutely do. 380. Quickly check out Sporting as well. They are so superior in this game as the odds are telling us. See Portimonense, yeah, whatever. They won at least 4-2 last game, and Sporting before that, standings. Does not appeal at all. Is that it? I think that's it. Sweden. Cup in Sweden again. Only one here, maybe. Göteborg, Örebro. Göteborg should absolutely win this game. 280 is what it's paying out. They won 3-1 last game and 2-0 before that. But again though, it's a cup game and just you gotta check the teams and shit before anything here. 3 games of 2-2. Is there one more? 4 games of 2 and 1 3-0? What the fuck? But Basel as well today, and Zurich. My coffee's getting cold. Nope. This one? Haha, no, hell no. Super League, Turkey. Galatasaray is actually almost on 2 in odds. That is quite surprising. Top versus bottom, we can take this one with us. I don't believe it's gonna be on my safe bet slip though, but I do absolutely believe Galatasaray is gonna win that one. Major League Soccer. How was the Major League Soccer yesterday though, by the way? Can I not like open that one? We'll do it later. I'll do it later. Okay, so that's actually it. So we got 24 games selected for this Sunday. and just need a 30-second break to enjoy my coffee, and we'll go right ahead and check them all out. Okay. Got my notes ready here as well. So, let's start out with the first game. You can see everything clearly, I hope. Should at least be able to, yes. Oop, sorry. The first game of the day in the Premier League. Watford versus Leicester. Very even odds from the bookmakers. Nothing big on the injury lists. Standings here, pretty even on the table. 35 and 40 points. Placed 8th and 11th. The head-to-head though. 3 wins on Watford, 1 loss, 1 draw. 3 losses on Leicester, 1 win, 1 draw. You can also see Leicester here has won the 2 last games 2-1. Leicester better step it up at this point of the season, but I do believe Watford is pretty evenly good, I would say, to Leicester, and this could be a 2-2 game, in my opinion. Could easily be a draw. Very open game though. Maybe we should even look at some odds for goals over 2.5 or 1.5. Goals over 1.5. Best bookmakers placing it at 130. I do actually believe this is the pick for this game. Just gonna do some notes for me here. Watford on the safe slip. This is a maybe still. Over 1.5 goals. And also for the high output bet slip here, would make a note for Watford. A draw game. Okay. Another sip of coffee before it gets cold. Next game. Yet another derby. Maybe not the most interesting derby, but Chelsea isn't in top shape, I would say. Still paying out 150 for the Chelsea victory here. Nothing really big on the injury list. Schürrle is out for Fulham due to illness. Fulham has 4 losses last 5 games. Pretty bad form. Chelsea, decent, 3 wins, 2 losses. The one, of course, being in the cup. A draw which ended up a penalty kick competition. Chelsea has won 2-0 last game against Fulham and 3-1 before that. Should absolutely win this here today against a struggling Fulham. On the 19th place on the table. And Chelsea is fighting for the top 4 placement still, I would say, along with Arsenal and Man United. For me, this will probably be on the safe bet slip today. Just doing some quick notes here again. Only thing about this game is that it's a minor derby game, and it's an away game for Chelsea. It's the only thing that might be holding me back here. The last game of the day in the Premier League is another derby. This is a bigger type of derby though, as Liverpool meets Everton away. Liverpool, nothing big here now. Firmino might be out still. They won quite impressively against Watford last game though, 5-0 without Firmino. Sorry, that is the coffee machine again, if you're picking that up. Okay, sorry about that. Liverpool here won 1-0 last game with the overtime goal from Origi. Game before that was a draw. Usually quite even games these, tough games of course. Liverpool being favorites on 157 and a draw on 420. Yeah, and as you can see here, like I said, not really many games, many goals in these matches recently. But Liverpool are fighting for the first place, of course, want that back. Everton just on the mid-table. Nothing big to fight for really. But the thing here again is this is a huge derby game. Gonna be a tough one, but I do believe Liverpool is going to win it. I don't think it will be on my safe bet though. What I will make a little note here. Over to France. Alright, coffee done. Yes, over to France, as I was saying. Guingamp versus Nantes. Probably too open game for me to evaluate. The big thing here right away is that Nantes won the last game 5-0. The game before that 3-0. And they also won 2-1 and 4-1 in 2017. Nantes is paying out, was it 250? So for me they are favorites. Gonna check these standings. Guingamp on the very last place here. Of course only 7 points up to the 17th non-relegation placement. Nantes are safe, probably with 30 points for this season. So this is the thing. It's yeah, gonna be a Guingamp team fighting for their lives here, really. So this is the only thing holding me back in this game, or else I would place my money on Nantes. Quickly also check the injury list. Nothing really big here. So a draw or a away win. We'll also do a little note here. And this draw or away. This might be on the safe bet. Maybe. Still plenty of games. Lille, Dijon, some players on the injury list for Dijon. Lille, big favorites on 153. Also believe they are on second place in the table with 51 points. And Dijon on the 19th with 20 points. Lille won 2-1 the last game and 2-1 before that. Dijon here struggling, last 5, 4 losses. Yeah, nothing more to say about this game really than Lille should absolutely win this game. But I don't think 153 is that appealing really. So I might skip this one. But I'm also gonna make a little note for Lille. Yep. Nice, Strasbourg. I'm gonna try to speed up the minor games a little bit. Strasbourg 2-0 and a draw before that. 3 losses for Nice, 2 wins. Strasbourg 2 draws, 2 losses and 1 win. This is just a 2 open game for me really. Could go either way. Closing that one. Lyon though versus Toulouse. Lyon being huge favorites on 128. Nothing too big on the injury list for the teams. Head to head we can see they played a draw game. Last game 2-2. Lyon won before that 2-0. Standings. Top 3 team Lyon versus Toulouse on 15th. Here again, this is a game where Lyon absolutely should win, but I wouldn't really gamble on the 128 in odds. Yeah, this is a game where I would hope they will draw until halftime maybe, and then live bet from there. Get the odds up to 150 at least. Marseille though, last game in France this Sunday, sorry. Marseille favorites, 3 wins last 5, and Saint-Étienne 2 wins last 5. Saint-Étienne though 1-2-1 last game and 1-0 before that. And I do believe this game today will be a draw game, paying out 360. Here are the standings as well, quite even on the table, and Marseille will take the 4th place from Saint-Étienne if they win. So for me again, draw game, this one. Will do a note for myself. Marseille draw game on the high output bet slip. Could of course also play it as a single game for total of 360. Over to Germany. Stuttgart versus Hanover. Nothing big to look at this one, I believe. Hanover though, big injury list. Quite a decent injury list on Stuttgart as well. Over to the head-to-head. 3 losses on Stuttgart, 2 draws, and 4 losses, 1 win on Hanover. Hanover won the last game 3-1, and it was a draw before that. For me, this one feels like a home win or also a draw. And the table just won't open. Okay. We'll try again. Standings. Oh, here we go. As you can see, both teams are fighting not to relegate here as well. This is gonna be a real dogfight, really. Recommending to stay away from this one, maybe playing on goals. Next game and last game in Bundesliga this Sunday. Almost said Wolverhampton. Wolfsburg versus Werder Bremen. Both teams with decent injury lists. And over to the head-to-head, you can see Wolfsburg 3 victories on the last 5, and Bremen has 3 draws on the last 5. Bremen though won 2-0 and 3-1 last games. And they are underdogs today, paying 3.30. And for me, this could go either way. Very, very open game here. Could also check the standings here. They are quite even on the table, 7th and 10th, 38 versus 32 points. I would not do any pre-bets on this game, at least. Torino versus Chievo. Here you can see Chievo is in a bad shape, I would say. Torino better one with 3 wins. Torino won the last game on away field 1-0. Was a draw before that, and Torino today are big favorites, paying out 153. This isn't the safest bet of the day for me, but as you can see on the table, Chievo are really, really bad this season with only 10 points. And Torino should absolutely win this game. Also some players out for Chievo. 153 is a good odds for a big favorite, but Torino doesn't score many goals really. You can see them here. Won 2-0 versus Atlanta. That was actually a strong victory. Then it was a 0-0 and a 1-goal victory and a 0-0 and a 1-goal victory. So I don't know. I will make a minor note for myself on Torino, but it feels quite risky with them scoring these few goals, really. Okay, Genoa, Frosinone. Gonna go quickly through this one as well. 3 draws versus 3 losses. Genoa won 2-1 and 4-0. Standings here. Frosinone on the relegation spot, struggling. For me again here, Genoa should win this one. But again, there aren't enough goals really to the Genoa team. It's kind of like the same game as with Torino. This one is paying out more though. Yeah. We'll put this on my notes as well. This is a pick and choose match really. Genoa or Torino. Hard one. Maybe just stay away from them both. But yeah, home team should win, as I said. Spal versus Sampdoria. Very evenly oddsed. 270 versus 280. 2 losses, 3 losses. Sampdoria won 2-1, 2-1. Just too open for me. This game could easily be a draw game. On the table though, 36 points for Sampdoria and 23 for Spal. Kinda makes Sampdoria a bit of favorites for me. Maybe a draw / away. But again, just a too open game for me to do any pre-bets on. If you have time, maybe check them out after 20 minutes played, check the statistics, and go from there. Udinese versus Bologna is the next game. Same thing here. You can see the odds 280, 280, and 3 on a draw. Gonna quickly analyze the game though. Quite a big injury list on Udinese. Bologna, not that much. Udinese, 2 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. Bologna, 3 losses, 1 win, 1 draw. Bologna won the last game 2-1, and Udinese before that 1-0. Looking very much like a draw game, I would say. Very, very much like a draw game. Paying out 3 in odds. Will do a note for myself on the high output bet slip here. Udinese, a draw game, and a yeah. Okay then, Atalanta versus Fiorentina. For some reason, I do actually believe Fiorentina will win this game. Don't know why, just have the feeling. Paying out 420 in odds. Gonna go ahead and analyze the game, check if my feelings for this game are correct with the statistics. You can see they met in the cup recently, playing 3-3. So 4 draws on Fiorentina, 2 wins, 2 losses on Atalanta, and the draw against Fiorentina. Game before that, Fiorentina won 2-0. And we can have a look at the standings as well. 38-36. Just for some fucking reason, I do not believe it's gonna be a draw game today again, and I do actually believe this is the gem of the day. Yeah, can make a little note for that one as well. But this is probably the gem of the day. Could easily be a draw or a home win as well though, but I do believe Fiorentina will actually win this one. So gem of the day is Fiorentina, paying out 420 right now. Yep. Next game, Napoli versus Juventus. This is a really tricky game. A big game in Italy, of course. Costa is still out, Khedira is still out, and Quadrado is still out. Albiol is out for Napoli. And Rui, yeah, not huge. Of course, Albiol maybe, but not huge injuries for Napoli. Over to the head-to-head. Napoli 3 wins, 2 draws last 5, and Juventus has 3 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. Juventus won the last and first game this season 3-1. Napoli won before that, but that was last season without Ronaldo. Juventus today, big underdogs for some reason. 320 in odds, 237 for Napoli, and 320 again for a draw game. For me, this is just a wild one of a game. Really too open for any pre-bets, except maybe on goals. This is also a fight against the top teams, first place versus second place. Goals here, sorry, odds, over under, go to over 1.5, pays out 136. Just don't know, man. This is very, very hard game to predict. I do believe it could go either way, really. Recommend you guys to just enjoy this game on TV and do a live bet on this one. Really. This is the live bet of the day. Alright, then we have just started here. Eibar versus Celta Vigo. Played 13 minutes in the La Ligue. We can quickly check that one as well. The head-to-head, you can see 3 draws for Eibar and 3 losses for Celta. Celta won the first game this season 4-0 and 2-0 before that. For some reason, Celta Vigo pays out 450, and this again is a little gem for me, really. Celta could easily take this game. Go to the table though. Eibar on 12th with 32 points and Celta with 26, getting 29 today if they win. So my predictions here are either a draw or a Celta Vigo victory for 450 again. You can check these statistics right now as well. How it looks like they have 1 shot on goal for each team, and the possession are quite fair, I would say. Corner kicks 2 for Eibar. Kind of makes an indication they are pushing more. But I do again believe Celta might just take this game. Lineups. Yeah. Aspas is out. That is the biggest thing here. Yep, we will follow this game throughout the morning or the afternoon here. I am gonna make a comment for myself on this one, as I believe Celta will take this. Odds was or is 450. 450. So for now we have 2 gems of the day, the one being Fiorentina on 420 and the other one being Celta on 450. Next game, Betis Getafe. Right away, feels like a Betis or a draw for me. Head to head, 2 losses, 2 draws, 1 win for Betis. Getafe, 2 victories, 2 draws and 1 loss. Getafe won the last game 2-0 and Betis won before that 1-0. Again, feels like a draw game, but I do believe I will stay away from this one. Sociedad versus Atletico Madrid then. Some players on the injury list for Sociedad. Rusai, Larmendi, only Hernandez out with knee injury for Atletico Madrid. Madrid today paying very good, I would say, 210. Head to head, 3 wins and 2 losses for Madrid, 2 wins and 3 draws for Sociedad. Madrid won the last game 2-0, and before that Sociedad actually beat them 3-0. The standings as well, very important here. 10 points up to Barcelona, but Real Madrid only 2 points behind. So Atletico Madrid, sorry, needs, of course, all the 3 points. Sociedad, though, on 35, only 2 up to the 6th place and Europa play. Might be a tough game, but I do believe Madrid is going to win this game. We can also quickly check out a double play here, double chance. Sociedad Madrid, double chance, only 227. Just not enough to bring onto a safe bet, I believe. Okay. Just doing some notes for myself here again. As Atletico Madrid definitely is a game I will put on my high output bet slip. Might even put it on the safe bet. Valencia, Bilbao though. Quite a few players on the Bilbao team out. The last 5 quite even here. 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. 2 draws. Played a draw last game, played a draw game before that. Feels like a draw today again. 320. Valencia might be the favorite slightly though. 33 points on both teams. Absolutely feels like a draw game. But I do also believe this might be a 1-0 game to either Valencia or Bilbao. So I do recommend you to stay away from this one actually. We'll do a minor note to myself though on a draw. But my feelings just for some reason are telling me there won't be 3 draws straight for between these teams. Valencia draw. Maybe. Over to Denmark. We have Copenhagen, which we just barely took with us through here. This is the league, and it is top versus bottom. The head-to-head, Copenhagen won 3-0 and 4-0. And these huge wins are the reason this is on or in focus right now, because they should absolutely win with a couple of goals today as well. And the odds being 118, this game could be a game where we play a handicap play. Let's go to Copenhagen. Checking out the odds on Unibet here today as well. The 3-way handicap, and it pays then 155 for -1 goal to Copenhagen. I don't think I will do anything about this game, but this might be something to think about. Copenhagen, doing a quick note again for myself. -1 goal and a little maybe behind that one. Because they really should win huge in this game. Another one though, Panathinaikos versus PAOK. Here, PAOK 2-0 and 3-0 the last 2 times the games met, the teams met, sorry. 3 wins for PAOK and 2 wins for Panathinaikos. Really good odds on PAOK, really. 185. And I do believe they will win here today. Absolutely do. Leading the table with 58 points. And the home team on 6th place with 31. So again, absolutely do believe they will win, but this might not make it to my safe bet slip. Next and second last game of the day for our analyze here is Göteborg versus Örebro. This is the Swedish Cup. But the reason to bring this game here in is that Göteborg should absolutely win this game, and they are underdogs with 270 in odds. Don't know why, might have to do with the lineups. So check the lineups before making any plays on this game. Göteborg though won 3-1 the last game and 2-0 before that. Statistics or last 5, as you can see them right here. 2 losses, 3 wins for Göteborg, and 2 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss for Örebro. I do again feel like Göteborg should absolutely win this game, paying out 270. Only thing holding me back is that this is a cup play. This will definitely make it to my high output bet slip. The very last game in focus here in Pro Tips betting this Sunday is Galatasaray. There are some players out for Galatasaray, still favorites though, paying big, 195. You can see pretty even last 5 between the teams here. 2 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses. And Erzurum has 2 losses, 2 draws, and 1 win. Galatasaray won on home turf 1-0 last game. I do believe, again, they will take this victory here on away turf as well, paying 195. Standings though, this is a top versus bottom game, 2nd place versus 17th place. Galatasaray away win. This will definitely be on the high output bet slip. Okay. We can quickly check into the Celta game again before we are calling this podcast. Like I said, the odds have even gone up further now. What the hell happened here? Eibar taking over position 61 versus 39. No more shots on goal though. They have now upped the goal attempts from 1 to 5. Nothing happened on Celta. 2 more corners for Eibar. So Eibar really pushing, but I do still have a slight feeling on Celta. Only thing is that Aspas was out, like I said. Cards, where's the cards? Am I blind or are they nothing about cards here? Let's quickly go to Unibet as well. The La Ligue, Eibar, Celta. As you can see here as well, there are no cards. There are 4 corners. Shots on goal, on target, 2 versus 1. Shots off target, 4 versus 0. Dangerous attacks, 13 to Eibar, 6 to Celta Vigo. Odds on Unibet, 5.10 versus 1.79. Goals, goals, goals. Could check the goals as well. Next goal. That's not what I'm looking for. I am looking for over 0.5 goals. 113, that is really bad. Okay. I do still have a thing for Celta Vigo though. Again, paying over 5 in odds. Okay, so that's it for this weekend's podcast. Yes, the tips for this Sunday will be on screen in a moment. 1 safe bet, 1 high output, and remember as well, the gem of the day today is Fiorentina, and maybe also Celta Vigo, like we just looked at. Again, thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe for latest updates on the odds tips, and please again join the Discord community, link in description below. Thank you and good luck with the bets today.